Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make a quick announcement if I could. If you check the time, I think you'll all notice we're a little bit after 7, but because of the traffic, we think we have a lot of late arrivals, so we're going to give it just a few more minutes. So we ask for your patience, and we'll get started in just a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make a quick announcement if I could. If you check the time, I think you'll all notice we're a little bit after 7, but because of the traffic, we think we have a lot of late arrivals, so we're going to give it just a few more minutes. So we ask for your patience, and we'll get started in just a few minutes.
Welcome to the National Radisson this afternoon. At least we've got a little bit better weather in here than what's going on outside. We're going to go ahead and get started in just a moment, but I'd like to remind you of the courtesy of those around you. Please make sure that ringers, buzzers, and dingers and everything on your cell phones are turned to silent or vibrate. Other than that, photography is fine, no flash please, and bits and pieces of video are fine as well. And with that, I'd like to introduce you to the president of the Hollis chapter of African America, Mr. Harry Gabrial.
Thank you, folks. Thank you very much for your patience and for being here tonight. I know it was tough sledding getting here, and I know there's still people on their way. As John said, my name is Harry Dowd. I'm the chapter president for African America in New Hampshire. And I want to first begin by thanking you for being here, but I want to thank all the volunteers that made this possible. We've been working on this for 2 months. We've had conference calls once a week. We've met here a number of times to make sure this came off without a hitch. We just forgot to get a weather person on our group there to make sure that the weather didn't mess us up, and it did. So what we're going to do first is on my chapter. We're going to talk a little bit about the chapter before we bring Brigette out, and a couple other things we're going to go over. But we have our chapter meetings once a month on the 3rd Tuesday of every month. We meet in Hollis, New Hampshire. And one of the things that we do to begin with is, some of you have come from a long way, so I'd like to have you be involved in a little exercise. So if you'd stand up, first of all, and take out your phones, and either turn them off or silence them right now. You already did that? Yeah. You are really good. I better do mine. Yeah, this is, I know. I'm not a smartphone, bro. I'm a tech resistor. All right. So, thank you. With that, since you're standing, another thing we always do, we're not like some of these highfalutin athletes and media people. We respect the flag. We respect the national anthem. And we're standing up and we're going to pledge allegiance. All right? So if you join me, pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. So a little bit about our chapter. I became involved with Act for America when I retired from New York City in 2008. I was in there just before, one other time, just before 9/11. And probably just like you, when it first happened, you said, what's going on? What happened? And then you started learning what was, U.S. was under attack and who was attacking us and what that was all about. I wanted to get involved, wanted to do something. I was very disturbed at what happened. So when I retired in 2008, I looked around and I saw Brigette, and I think it was on Fox News. And I said, hey, that's an organization that I really could get attached to. And so in 2009, when we came back to New Hampshire, I found a chapter that was already established here and got involved. Then I started my own chapter in Hollis in 2010. And we started with just one person. And that person is right there. It was my very first chapter. Remember, Janet Hicks. Janet, stand up. And at the first meeting, Janet looked at me and she said, it was just her and I. She says, Harry, what are we going to do? I said, well, Janet, if it's just you and I until the cows come in, I will have meetings here every month and it's just be you and I. And so we've grown the chapter and we still continue to meet. We've been involved with a lot of things. We were involved with attempting to pass ALAC twice in the state back in 2010, and I forget the other year that we tried. We had failed to do that. ALAC stands for American Laws for American Courts. Makes sense, right? We were unsuccessful, but we tried. We were also involved with a piece of legislation a year or so ago that prohibits female genital mutilation. We have a very important person, a rep here, that was very involved in getting that passed in this state. Janine Nodder, would you please stand up for that? Another piece of legislation that Janine is responsible for, that we went and we testified in Judiciary Committee, was stopping New Hampshire from becoming a sanctuary state. It's Janine's bill also. Now I know Ralph is another rep here, Ralph Bain. Ralph? Sorry. Is there any other reps? I know Don Brun is here. He was a former rep. He's my umpire now in my senior softball league, and he doesn't come to any breaks. Don, would you stand up too? Who's the guy? Is there any other reps I missed? Oh yeah, Norm, former rep too. Norm is at the front. Thank you, Norm. Am I missing anything? Dennis Green, where's Dennis? Dennis, thank you for being here, Dennis. Thank you. These are some of our good ones here. Oh, is Ann here? I'm sorry, I knew you were coming in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ann. Where are you at, girls, ladies? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Kathy Rego and Natalie Wells.
All right. Thanks, Judy. Thank you. So those are the things we've been involved with. We were also we're very pro law enforcement in this for our organization. We had an event last summer that we around the country, After America chapters all over the country. We had an event called Back to the Blue, and we met with our local Hollis police chief and a few of his officers, and just showed them some love. And we need to show them, because they take a lot of heat. They do more good than harm, and we just respect them and support them too. So Back to Blue is another Act for America activity. And I think with that, anything else about our chapter, Jim?
That's a good list.
Is that covered? Okay, all right. So as you came in, you probably noticed some banners that were outside. And those banners are People of the Cross exhibit. And those are produced by Save the Persecuted Christians. Now, Open Doors USA, the organization, is estimated. You may not think this is happening. It's happening all over the world. You may not think that there's any persecution with Christians here in America. You would be mistaken. All right? So Open Doors USA has estimated that there are 30 million more Christians subjected to heavy persecution this year than last year. And in fact, I just got an email this morning from, has anybody ever in here ever heard of Jay Sekulow, the American Center for Law and Justice? Okay. I just got an email from Jay Sekulow this morning. Here's what he said. This is America, folks. Churches are facing targeted, invidious discrimination. Local governments and municipalities are using zoning and other local ordinances to discriminate against Christian organizations and severely limit their mission and purpose. They are preventing churches and ministries from using their own property for religious activities and education. They are literally pushing churches out of town. That shouldn't be. This is a country founded on Judeo-Christian principles, and we need to stand up. So that's one of the reasons we have that exhibit out there. It was most recently exhibited in the Massachusetts Capitol. It was down there. I know you're not going to believe this. It didn't get any mainstream attention. Go figure. So, but they are available for churches, church organizations, if you're interested. Bill and Sophie Brown, my good friends from Connecticut, who paid for this out of their own pocket, came up from Connecticut and brought these up. Bill and Sophie, would you stand up? Two wonderful Christian folks there, folks. And if pastors, anybody that's interested in having this exhibit, if you want to think about bringing it to the state capitol like we did in Massachusetts, please see Bill after the event. Okay, so getting down to the nitty-gritty. We have about a 2.5 minute video by Act for America, if you haven't seen it, and then we'll get to introducing Brigette. We'll be done with me. So, John, you all set over there, guys?
Croc TV.